showcase of the best players in the NFL is coming up as we celebrate the latest edition of the Pro Bowl. The stars of the AFC and NFC are ready to shine. Next on EA Sports.
This is a very special presentation of EA Sports in the National Football League as we come to you from the stadium where the legendary coach and our namesake John Madden once paced the sidelines. This is the Coliseum in Oakland, and it will play host to the annual AFC NFC Pro Bowl, part of the Pro Bowl games. Players in the NFL all on one field as we are underway in this Pro Bowl spectacular. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. So out comes the NFC for their opening drive. They're led onto the field by the former Cal Bear and the #1 overall pick in 2016, Jared Goff.
And at one point, the ascension of Jared Goff was really, really strong. Back-to-back Pro Bowls, took his team to the Super Bowl and came really within one quarter of winning it. But since that time, he's had bouts of inconsistency, and that's been the struggle for him as he tries to get back to the form he showed earlier in his career.
They'll fake the give. Now Goff. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
These defensive backs are going to have their hands full in this one. They got a test right there on play one, but good work to get a hand in and knock the ball away.
2nd and 10. They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback on the expected passing situation.
On 3rd down, Barkley. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
On 4th down, here's Jack Fox of the Lions to punt for the NFC. Back deep to return is Marvin Mims. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And the AFC will take over 1st and 10. So here now the AFC for their first drive. They'll be led out by the 7th overall pick in 2018 from Wyoming. It's Josh Allen.
I remember when he came out of Wyoming, the big question mark, could he be accurate enough to be a star in the NFL? I think it's safe to say he's put all of us in our place and put those doubts to rest. He can roll out and run it. He can bomb it over your heads. Everything in between. He is an absolute nightmare for defenses to try and prepare for. And when he's on, he's an MVP caliber player each and every time he takes the field.
And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 33, here's a 2nd and 5. Again, it's Henry. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Allen from the gun on third down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That's a third down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. That's his first catch in his first Pro Bowl.
And if I were him, I'd keep the football. I know it may seem like a little thing, but as you said, his first Pro Bowl, that's a big announcement to the rest of the league that he's arrived, that he's one of the better players. Keep the football, put it up on the mantle, and celebrate his first Pro Bowl catch. Hopefully there'll be more to come.
To throw, it's Allen. Man open, that's Jamar Chase, complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Now they'll fake the jet sweep and run up the middle with Henry. And room there to work it inside the 25. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
On play action, Allen. That's to the left side where he's got Bowers. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. On play action, Allen under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Credit the sack to Fred Warner.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
Ninth play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Allen off the play fake. And that will be incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Now it's Chris Boswell on for the field goal try. This from 44 yards out, left hash. Boswell's kick is good. And the AFC on the board first. It's 3-0.
Well, no surprise there. Extremely reliable during the regular season. Bailed his team out time and again. Knocks another one through, this time in the Pro Bowl.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. So now we'll get our second look in this game at the NFC offense. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Now let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
Now Goff. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that'll make it second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
The NFC with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it 2nd and 7. Here's Goff. To the sideline and incomplete.
Well, he left no doubt about that one, because even though he hasn't left the pocket, he's got a receiver in the area, so it's not grounding, even though there was no way that ball was going to be caught.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Goff now looking to throw. That is caught. Oh, some strong running. He's going to have the first down and more than that. Justin Jefferson, and he will score. Touchdown NFC. Justin Jefferson, 70 yards. And the NFC has taken the lead. That's what we want right there, CD. It's a Pro Bowl. Give us some of these long touchdowns.
We want plays that cover a lot of ground. We want long-distance plays, whether long-distance runs, long-distance passes. It doesn't matter. In the Pro Bowl, big plays are what we're all looking for.
Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it was all capped off by Justin Jefferson's touchdown reception. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. So now the AFC offense here coming back out for their second drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. Henry again on second down. And able to use his stiff arm for a little bit of leverage before he's taken down. A pretty good gain. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
Throwing now is Allen. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's an 11-yard pickup. Thought they'd run it on 3rd and 1. Not the case.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
A first down carry for Henry. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
some of the most unselfish players on any football team? Defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 6. A toss right to Henry. Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. 40 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
That toss play right, we know it's one of the successful plays they have in their arsenal, and they showed you why there.
And remember, in order for it to be successful, because it's a little bit of a slower developing play, those blocks at the line of scrimmage have to be kept, have to be held, so that the runner can get to the corner and turn it upfield.
And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Now 2nd and 5. Now Allen. It's complete. This is Derrick Henry. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
But certainly as a fan, you get a little bit nervous when you see him make those kind of throws. But they work on that in practice more than we know. And most of them now know their limits and know what they can get away with. And there's a completion right there.
Here's Allen to throw it. That's into the hands of his tight end Bowers. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19. Second and 8 coming from the 19. Here's Allen. That one into the hands of Flowers. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and just a yard. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Allen now looks to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. You're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal. Henry diving for the end zone, and he'll get there. Touchdown.
2 good drives on their first 2 possessions. Remember, the first wound up in a field goal, but we all know field goals aren't going to cut it in the NFL, so they're not going to be denied here.
And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And Derrick Henry able to finish it off with a touchdown run. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The NFC's offense and Justin Jefferson set to take over once more. And seemingly every time they've looked his way in this first half, it has resulted in a big play, as borne out by the numbers. The offense for the NFC ready to get their next drive started. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive.
Now the NFC going to call the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Here's Goff.
Got St. Brown running the quick slant here.
Now the NFC going to take a timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
Now a 2nd and 2.
Back to throw, Goff. Connects with Kittle underneath. Now the NFC going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. To the air again, Goff.
Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Goff now looks to throw. Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Here's Goff.
And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
Good coverage there by the AFC defense. It's 4th down.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
And his kick is good. And that will knot us up at 10. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
It's remaining in the half. They will line up to kick this one away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line.
The AFC offense set to take their next drive.
And you wonder if with Allen's arm, they might just take their chances by dialing up a long one. Open man downfield is Judy. He's got it.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission. As we send you cross country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report.
We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. They're all even to this point. This has the feeling of a game that could go right down to the wire. One mistake or one big play could turn out to be the difference.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point.
And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And able to get this out to the 25. The AFC offense now set to start this third quarter.
It's a tied football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Allen.
He's going to have the hook up here to Chase.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
Snap comes at 1, and it's Allen.
Over the middle, complete to Judy.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. Tenth carry now for Derrick Henry.
And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. 56 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Veteran running back like him, we've seen a lot of those chunk carries in his career.
And that's why you don't just look at his birth certificate and decide when a guy is done, right? Because you know as well as I do, in this league, as soon as you hit 30, they're looking to let you go if you're a running back. Sometimes there's a little tread left on the tires. He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
Henry up the middle. There's the stiff arm. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Flowers going to go in motion right. Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here.
And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
Allen going to fake the jet sweep and the handoff and look to throw.
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down.
Multiple players getting home for the 1-yard sack.
Chalk that one up to bad acting, I guess, because they certainly failed to sell the handoff, and the pressure stayed keyed in on the quarterback. No Oscar awards for this offense, just a loss of yardage.
Play action. Now it's Allen. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And that could be one of those turning point plays in a ball game. A field goal gets you the lead here, but they want to make a statement and get 6 points. And they're certainly going to get that opportunity as they get the conversion and set up 1st and goal.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Now they'll put a receiver in motion left.
He's going to get it on the jet sweep.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Allen now on 3rd and goal. And he will score. Touchdown, AFC. Brock Bowers.
A 1-yard touchdown reception.
And the AFC has broken this tie.
Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting run. So much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night.
You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's the AFC with the football and the lead as we begin quarter number 4.
Boswell on now to kick this one away.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The NFC about ready to set up shop offensively. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Goff now to throw.
This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down.
And we just saw another example. These cornerbacks have played tight coverage all game long. Might start wanting to think about a few double, triple move routes to try and shake their guys free.
You're right, they have had no room to breathe. Goff.
A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away.
Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line.
The AFC's offense and Derrick Henry set to take over once more. And it's hard to believe you could run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, it's all been on display throughout.
The offense for the AFC set to go now. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6.
Now Allen.
Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Jalen Carter in on that tackle.
The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Second down, they go again with Henry.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before you get the first down.
The Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away.
And this punt sails over the sideline, and the spot, it looks to be right at the 25-yard line. So Jared Goff in the offense, trailing 17-10, just over 2 minutes to go. They'll have one play here just north of the 2-minute warning. Now it's Goff. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So it's the NFC with the football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Now it's Goff. That's complete to Lamb. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. An incompletion, now a short pickup. That's not going to do it.
Yeah, you've got to get to the line of scrimmage quickly, get set up, and aim downfield.
They'll come to the line now on a 3rd and 6.
Goff.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
Now the NFC going to call the first of their 3 timeouts as it comes with 1:25 left to go in the contest.
Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here.
Now Goff. They'll set up the screen to Barkley.
And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout.
Well, they certainly had their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
Goff now to throw. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. Now the NFC going to take a timeout, their 2nd, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. They'll look to throw.
Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
Here comes second down at 5.
Back to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football.
And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. Here now, third down.
He'll look to throw. Looking sideline, and he's going to have his man as he was able to walk the tightrope there for the completion.
I think the training and practice broke down on that play because he simply didn't run the route deep enough to get to the first down marker, despite what was a really nice catch and toe tap on the sideline.
Now that's third down 101. You got to go to the marker, know where it is. Desperation time for Goff on fourth.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
Now the NFC going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play.
This offense cannot stop the clock now. No timeouts remaining as they come up here first down.
Back to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get them the completion.
From the 17, they work on 2nd and 10.
He's back to throw. And this one is incomplete. And now time for one final play that has to be obviously in the end zone.
Can't wait to see what they call, but you want to get it to your best player. Sometimes you have to do it by formation. Move everyone to one side, and maybe he gets a one-on-one isolated on the backside.
One last throw here for Goff. Under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. So, Charles, final thoughts on this AFC victory?
Bottom line, nobody appeared to be seriously hurt. That's the first thing we look for in this game. Well played, a lot of fun, a lot of excitement. I think that everyone's going to go home pretty happy, especially the AFC since they won the game.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. So long, everybody.